All right, welcome to part 3 of lecture 1-A. We have just been looking at this particular financial statement with respect to some of the principles and assumptions associated with accounting standards. And the last one that we're looking at is materiality. And as you look at this, an interesting question to do with materiality, you can say, well, you spend $1 million on this thing and you got this street lighting thing in here for $271. Is that really material? Is it worth gathering that information? And it may not have changed my overall decision to buy the place or not, but think of the person running this looking at the $271 and thinking to themselves, well, okay, is there a way that I can somehow do that for less, right? Buy some, I don't know, cheaper fluorescent light bulbs or something like that. So even the fact that this is only $271 instead of $780 means that the information itself is shown. It's material because it's material to someone who is looking at how to manage this efficiently, even if it isn't material to my decision of whether or not to buy and invest in this particular business. Okay. All right. So that's just a quick and dirty spin through the materiality. Through all the principles and constraints. And now let's look at some of the questions that we have to help us solidify some of these concepts. Okay, Claire plans to open a floral design shop. She's considering various types of business organizations and wants to organize her business with unlimited life and limited liability features. What form of business organization will meet her needs best? And if you answered a corporation, you are correct. Okay, next question. Sarah is the owner of a property management company near the campus of a local university. The business has cash of $6,000, furniture costs $12,000, but it has a current market value of $16,000, blah, 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 blah. All right. Consider the accounting principles discussed in the chapter and select the one that best matches each of the following situations. Number 1. Her personal assets are not recorded on the property management company's financial statements, right? So what do we mean by that? Well, the personal bank account containing $9,000, that doesn't show up on the financial statements of her property management company. And so which principle or assumption is that? That is the economic entity assumption. Okay. Sarah records and reports the furniture that cost of $12,000, not the market value of $16,000. And which principle do we have that that she's following there? Well, she is following the cost principle, right? Because she's recording stuff at what she paid for it, not at what it is currently worth. Because who knows what the current market value is? How do you know for sure what it's worth? Next one, Sarah does not adjust the numbers on her books to reflect inflation. Well, that would be the stable monetary unit assumption. Next, Sarah's company bought 2 cups of coffee from her friend's shop while Sarah was interviewing a prospective client. Sarah's wallet had been stolen earlier that day, so her friend said, hey, you can pay me back later. Coffee costs $4 in total, but Sarah does not report this as a liability on her financial statements. Okay, so she owes $4 to her friend. Yeah, all right, whatever. But she doesn't actually go down and go to the accounting department and have them record $4 IOU, blah, 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 right? Why doesn't she do this? Because the $4 is not material. And so we're looking at the materiality constraint. It's not worth it. Okay, that concludes lecture 1-A. Ensure that you access the necessary homework questions that go along with this lecture and do them before the lab that you will have for this particular lecture. That way you'll be ready for the quiz that you will get in the lab, the mini quiz.